Good morning. Morning, guys. This is what is he doing? This is way overdue. Um, it's so much to talk about when we talk about starting a business, and I'm just gonna briefly go over some things. Um, it might be basic things that you already know, but there are some people who know nothing, like zero. Just know they want to be in business for themselves, and they really don't know where to start. So these are just my tips. I am a business owner. I've actually been an entrepreneur of 3 businesses, and every business has taught me something different. So I'm just going to share with you some basic things that I've learned and some things that may help, speed up your process while you're trying to establish your own business. Number one would to be to do your research. But before you can do your research, you have to know exactly what it is that you want. Just saying simply, I want to start a business, that's not going to cut it. It's a great start, but it's not going to cut it. You have to know what it is that you want to do. So, are you a product-based business? So, do you sell something? So, do you have an item, whether that's a package, whether that is you do mentoring, you do lifestyle coaching, and you have a physical package, video, something for people to purchase? Do you have a product? Or are you a service-based business? So do you need inventory? Like, what is it that you're looking for? So first, that's where we got to start. Like, what is your business? It's as simple as that. What is your business? What is it that you do? What is it that you have to offer? And what is it that you sell? So open up your notebook and get that down. What is it that you do? So once you start there, think about why you. We already know that there are plenty of businesses, okay? And let me tell you this, while you're researching, don't let that discourage you, because you'll have friends and family members who tell you, like, everybody sells hair or everybody does this. And if you do that, if you think like that, you'll never start your business. Do you think Walmart cares about Target? Do you think, you know what I mean? Do you think the Kroger cares about Walmart? No, because people who want to shop at Kroger, they will go to Kroger. Those who want to shop at Target, they will go to Target. Guess what? There are some people who patronize, all three. So don't let the idea of a field being saturated discourage you from starting your business, okay? Don't be discouraged. So now you have your idea. So let's just go here, right? Out the lead, but I'm going to just briefly go with that. So you want to start a hair company. What do you need to do first? Well, first and foremost, you probably think that you need to find a vendor, but that's not what you do first. First of all, you got to get organized. When is it that you want to launch your business? So right now it's October. So are you ready to launch in November? No, you're not ready yet. But if you're for sure that hair is the thing that you want to do, start talking about it. So you can start, saying things on your social media like, coming soon, ... You don't necessarily put a name, but you can just put the expression out there, like virgin hair bundles coming soon. Like, start talking about the business, because now you have the seed planted. So now that you want to plant that seed in atmosphere, number one, now you're held accountable, because I'm pretty sure if you're looking on YouTube now, for whatever reason, this is not the first day you thought about starting a business. This is something you wanted to do years ago, months ago, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And something has struck you and you're like, okay, let me find some information to get this thing going. So you should start talking about the business. Y'all see him? You should start talking about the business, because now that you talk about it, you're held accountable for it. So we're going to get that out there, because it's going to take some time for you to get started, but you want people to know that, hey, coming soon, this is what you have to offer. So let's start talking about the business. So now that we do that, we need to research names. And you do this by, depending on what state you are in, you need to look up and you need to become legit. I know that you want to just get started. You want to get your feet wet. You want to see how it goes, and then go from there to see if you want to invest. We can't do that. Why? Because it can cost you money in the long run, and it can even save you from being sued. So, for example, there was this girl, and I don't want to say their name because they're really popular, but there was this girl who started a hair company, and she just put up a random name. So let's just say you go Yo Sassy Hair. So Yo Sassy Hair is already a major brand in Los Angeles. You didn't know anything about it. You live in Michigan. But Yo Sassy Hair is like, $1 million hair company. And your name is Yolanda. So you just started, your name is Yolanda. Your friends call you Sassy. You was like, I'm going to just call it Yo Sassy Hair. Well, Yo Sassy Hair is trademarked. And they have a certain type of trademark where you can't use their name. So you're using their name and their color. So now you have a problem because you started off just selling bundles to friends and family. And let's just say in a year's time, you grew, via social media or however. And the Yo Sassy Hair is like, hold on, wait a minute. This girl or these people have our name. That's a problem. We have a trademark. So to avoid all of that, by using a name that's not available, or you don't want to create a name just off the top of your head, and just because you're able to make something on social media doesn't mean that it's available legally. Because you might have somebody who has a different social media tag, and it could be something as simple as the spelling or one letter off, or it could be an underscore, anything that made you think that it was available on social media. So this means nobody has the name. That's not what it means. So you can go on, is it SBA.gov? I think it's SBA.gov. Excuse me. But whatever state you're in, your state has a listing. So you want to go to your website, you're in search names of articles of incorporation, and it will tell you if the name that you want to name your company is available. So do that, because you don't want to pick a name, start saying things on social media, and then the website isn't available, or the name isn't available, or you didn't name yourself something and there's no way that you can even get close to finding a web address, a domain name that's the same. So now you checked your name, your name is available, go file for your articles of incorporation. Again, this will vary from state to state, and I'm going to go in detail about this in a while, but I'm just building up momentum to let the people know what we're going to be talking about at the small business workshop. So you want to get your articles of incorporation. Now, I can tell you that your articles is going to cost X amount of dollars because it varies from state to state. And don't get tricked into getting incorporated in another state because it's cheaper. So, for example, if you found information in Las Vegas, Nevada is cheaper. And I think California, could be wrong, but I think like California and Nevada have cheaper, it is California. California and Nevada have cheaper prices, cheaper startups when it comes to filing for your articles, but there's a lot that you have to get into. You got to think long term. You can't think about right now. So don't worry about trying to save $100 right now. That's going to cost you maybe $1,000 later, other fees, and you know what I mean? Because you got to think about taxes. This is a business. Now, if that sounds like too much for you, you already overwhelmed. Like, I need to search a name. I don't know how to do that. I'm not computer savvy. Like, I got to get articles of incorporation. That's going to cost a lot of money. If you are overwhelmed right now, then maybe you're not ready, and that's okay. But two, maybe we are examining and finding out and revealing that you're really not wanting to run a business. That's okay. You're really not wanting to run a business. What you want to do is you want to make extra money. It's a huge truck. You want to make extra money. So you have to identify that whether you are a business or whether it's a hobby. So it can be a hobby that makes you money. That's okay too. But when you identify that, then you know how to move forward. Because let's say you're seasonal and you make like throw blankets for Christmas. That's your thing. So you don't want to, get all wrapped up. You wouldn't go out and buy a brick and mortar, rent a space out, get a 5-year lease, and you know that you only sell October, November, December. Those are the times that you sell your blankets. If you know that, then maybe all of this isn't quite for you. So that's a hobby. So that might be something simply that we can put you on an Etsy store, or get you a Shopify account, or get your social media going. You still want to check and make sure your name is available. You can always secure your name, save your name, and I think that's fairly cheap. That may be between 25 and $50 depending on where you live. I believe in the state of Texas, it was $25 to reserve a name. So reserving your name means that you're not ready, but you have this idea. Maybe you're not ready to fully engage or start business just yet, but you're in the beginning stages. And if nothing else, you have a name. Even if you don't have a product or a service, you have a name. So you go and you reserve your name, and you pay that small fee to reserve your name. But what was I saying? Okay, so we identify whether we're a business or we're hobby. So we're like, okay, no, I'm in this to do this. I'm a business. So you go ahead and you check your incorporations. You get your articles of incorporation. Now we need to get your website going. You want to wait to make sure you have your name, because you want everything to flow. You don't want to be batters and berries and you have to name your business something that has nothing to do with that. Duke and White. Like, what does Duke and White have to do with batters and berries? You can't identify. Those sound like two totally different companies. And so you want to make sure that once you have your articles, then you have the green light, or even you don't even have to receive them yet. But once you apply for them and once you know your name is available and you have paid for it, then you know that you have the green light. I'm gonna roll this window up. Like, that really helps. But then you know that you have the green light to go ahead and get started. You don't want to go and get a website, pay for a domain name before you incorporate your business, because it can be a headache and cost you more money in the long run. Let's see, what else can we do? Because I got to keep this video fairly short, under 15 minutes. So you got your articles. Okay, so back to hair. So now that you have all that, in the midst of that, if you are a product-based business, you need to be testing your product. So I know that you've seen videos on finding vendors. You have to test the vendors, though. Don't just take somebody else's word. You have to actually test the vendors, because this is your business. So you got your vendor, boom, you already know who you're using. Your homegirl used this person. She live in a different state. Y'all about to work together. You got your vendor, cool. So now you want to get organized, and you want to make sure you get organized and stay consistent. Stay consistent. You want to stay consistent and get organized. Another piece of advice, tidbit that I have for you is, don't get distracted by the numbers on social media. And I say that because you're going to post something on Instagram and you're going to look like, I only got 2 likes. I only got 35 followers. Do not get caught up in that. Yeah, it kind of matters. You want to see, your platform grow, or you just want to know that people are seeing your information, but they will see it. And I want to say that likes don't convert into dollars. Likes and follows don't convert into dollars. You just need them to see the information. I have gotten so many people drawn to my business, booked me in business from an Instagram page that I have that has less than 200 followers. Less than 200 followers has made me a couple $1,000 just off that. It's fairly new. It's it's a very, very, very small platform, but I started something. And because I tag my pictures properly, they get into the right hands of those people who are searching. So just because you have, a small amount of followers on a platform, when you tag your products and services and your photos and your posts properly, they get out there to the people who are searching. So for instance, let's just say I did a tutorial today on a product that I make, right? And I'm like, I only got 130 followers on this page. I'm not going to post this. Nobody's going to see it. No. You do this, when I tag natural hair, 1,000,000 people come up. So someone else who's looking for natural hair products, if I use that tag, it's likely that they're going to see my post. If they like my post, they like what they see, then that gets them to click my website. Once they click my website, then they're like, oh, this hair conditioner is only $12. Like, yes, I like her hair. It goes just like that. So don't get discouraged. Don't get caught up in the numbers and likes on social media. So for now, I'm going to leave you with that. One, I'm hot. I'm out of breath and I'm about 9 months pregnant. So I will be back with another video in detail where I can really give you some tools and resources and web addresses to actually go to. I'm actually about to go into the mall. But I wanted to do that really quickly just to get somebody pumped up and fired up about Monday, get you pumped up about starting your business. You can do it. If you have any specific questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. But don't believe the hype, y'all. It takes time. For some people, it seems like they was just, social media famous, or their service or product or business went viral. But you guys have no idea the real work you have to do behind the scenes to cover yourself. And you're more prone to be a victim if you're in that viral situation because you threw something up, it was really cute, and you have no protection. Your name is not covered, and somebody who got a couple more dollars than you can come in and steal your business from you. I've seen it happen. But that's it for now. Leave me your questions, and I hope something in this video helps somebody to get started or motivate you to move into the next level of getting started in business.